Freddy, like Freddy.
Always.
What's up, Freddy?
I go what's up?
I'm great. It's a pleasure to have you on Parlé with Cranberry. This has been, coming for a while now. We've been wanting to sit down, but it just hasn't happened. So I guess now is the right time.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Freddy and how you started in music.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't really checking the music vibes, to be honest. I just have a nice just free up. If I make their touch and free up. You know L2T? Once you have the L2L, I start off that. And just touch on my free up, like my uncle back for the distro, free up and I never really take it serious.
So what caused you to take it serious now?
Well, I had that flat bottom song for a while now, maybe years. And I used to sing every region thing. No, I used to Richard check me to record it by him. But every time the day comes, something always coming up. I don't like it never was meant to be, I don't know. And at that time I put up on the promenade and still talk for your pass and tell me, boy, just get a studio and thing and test it out. Come and check him like him, boy. So I just go and
okay, so was Flat Bottom the first song that you ever recorded?
Yeah, first song.
So tell me a little bit about the process of how you came up with that song. I mean,
well, to be honest, it's my partner that was giving me the story. Yeah, he like his slim girls and thing, and whenever he doing whatever, yeah, he's flat bottom, he like it, bone for bone, he giving bone, she giving him bone, and it's so I just put it together and I just go to free up with it. I never expect it to be like my #1 song and my biggest song.
okay, and how does it feel for you to know that, because you just said that, music was never something that you saw yourself really being into, it was just a free up kind of vibe for you. When people talk about Bouyon these days, they talk about Guada G, they talk about Tricks, they talk about you, they talk about Kwan, Little Boy. How does it feel for you to know that, this wasn't something that was really your passion, but you just got into it and now people are talking about you?
But to be honest, I don't feel no way. I still feel like the same normal person. I don't feel no way. It's like the same. I still watch it as a free up.
But doesn't it make you feel like, that isn't something that you were looking to do, but now people actually want to hear Freddy? Doesn't that make you feel happy? Doesn't that make you, like want to take the music a bit more seriously?
It make me feel no way, to be honest. I still feel it in the same way. It make me feel no way.
Okay.
I'm still doing it for free up. And
but so when it comes to your freestyling and stuff like that, would you say that there are any artists, or whether in Dominica or outside, are there any artists that inspire you and influence the way you freestyle or how you produce your music?
Nobody don't inspire me.
So it's just you. Everything you put out is just pure Freddy.
I never had nobody looking up to say yeah. Because now I start to sing how long. But I'm the only person I find that my style matching his style was Jolie, but that start to sing before I know Jolie. I know you're singing before,
right,
but I never really know him. After I start to hear about him, I find our style matching. So yeah, he's the only person I really like to listen to because we have almost same style of singing. Like raw, like you singing the truth on the road, the street. Yeah.
Okay, and music in Dominica have its own style and its own energy. The Bouyon have a life of its own. How would you say that, you say you looked up to Jolly. Jolly had his own style. How would you say your specific style of singing stands out?
Well, how I sing the real true story.
Yeah.
What happened on the streets, not what they covering up to make people believe that happening. I sing what that really happening on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, so now it's different. I sing about life and how that really happening and true story and them things. Yeah.
And what would you say, since you started in music, what would you say has been the biggest lesson that you learned when it comes to being an artist in Dominica?
One of the biggest lessons that I learned is like, now I have to start to take it serious because that is a serious thing, making serious money from that. and yeah, just keep on making music. And yeah, that's the biggest lesson I did. I have to just take it serious and continue.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions and I want you to answer me with the first thing that comes to the top of your head. Your favorite Bouyon beat of all time?
My favorite Bouyon beat of all time? Well, my favorite Bouyon beat of all time is the Clear the Way rhythm Triple K and make.
Clear the way.
Yeah, that rhythm.
When Triple K coming through, clear the way.
Killer playing my favorite beat, and that can never die.
Alright.
Yeah.
And what is the first thing you do before you head on stage for a performance?
Well, to be honest, I cannot go and perform. I must drink and free up myself.
You have to drink a baby.
I'm a shy person. People don't know that, but I shy. I'm really
Okay.
shy. If I have to go on stage normal, I just stand up there and sing. I can even watch you crowd.
So you need a little liquid courage.
Yeah, I have to catch myself.
Alright.
Yeah.
What's harder, writing lyrics or performing live?
I'll say writing.
Why? Because you just say you shy.
Yeah. When it starting, but now I do shy again. I still shy, but you see in the starting I was singing cool and like, but now you can see now how I move on the stage. I changed.
So just, you say the hardest part is writing. Tell me about your process when it comes to writing.
It's hard, you know, but it's still not hard in a way, you know, because I write in my thing at less than 10 minutes, rapid. As I go by me and prepare now for in the studio. You have the beat, take my phone, go in my notes and...
Yeah, and you tell me if you need a little liquid courage for the writing too.
No, not really.
No, you can just hear a beat and just check like, yeah. That is what Freddy wants to say on that.
Once I have my topic, I build in on it. But not all songs I write in. Most of my songs is just chant and freestyle.
Okay.
Some songs I write in. You can know when I write and when I not writing. You'll hear the difference.
Who is one Dominican artist, whether it's somebody that's still in music or left the music industry, you would love to collaborate with?
Well, I go, boy. I'll say Dirty Dog Poders because, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we all know why Dirty Dog Poders. What would you say is the biggest Bouyon anthem of all time? Like, no matter what generation, they're going to say, like, yeah, that is one of the deadliest Bouyon tracks that ever come across this space.
Well, I'll say it's the Someone Else, and I'm numbers to show it. That's the biggest Bouyon song ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a studio session or a live performance, what's your vibe? What you prefer? Studio or live?
I prefer live.
Okay, you like the crowd response.
Yeah.
You like when you see Freddy hit the stage and them woman going wild.
I prefer live.
If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would you want to perform?
I would like to go to America. I have my visa. Yeah, that working on it, but yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to perform there.
And what if you were to describe Bouyon music in one word? What would that word be?
One word.
Just one word.
Wild.
Okay. That tracks. And what is one song, whether it's a song of yours, whether it's a Bouyon, whether it's dance or it's hip hop, what is one song that is guaranteed to get you hype no matter what?
One song.
What's your go-to hype song?
One song that always get me hype, and I find that song can never die, although it's not a record yet and come out, is got a G40 song. G40.
Okay. And it's a song that's still in the vault.
Yeah.
But it's hyping you up. Well, I waiting to hear that song. I want to see if it will hype me up too.
Yeah, like that song I like. Yeah.
And if you could create a song in 24 hours, you have 24 hours to create a hit song. Who is the first artist you're going to call?
24 hours.
So you have one day to come up with a hit song. Who is the first person you're calling?
Well, I will call my producer, DJ Taffy, already in the studio, Reading Big Studios. Oh, I have plenty of options. Like a big one person anyway. Yeah. Quan, Wadaji, Tricks.
Okay, so since we have no electricity and I cannot play songs for you to give feedback. Not with my mom, I'm not an artist like you. So what we will do, I will call out the names of some artists in Dominica and you will tell me the first thought that comes to your mind when you hear that artist's name. DJ Taffy.
The first thought to say.
First thing that comes to mind.
Marvelous.
Guaraji.
Guaraji is the vibes cartel of Dominica.
Rio OK Boom.
Rio they along and it's still going hard. He's not stopping. That is what I like about him.
Tricks,
boy, he very underrated, but Tricks is one of the baddest Bouyon artists in Dominica. When it comes to lyric.
Okay. Benji and too.
Already, I'm always a triple fan of you. Mega Monday. That is it.
The best Monday. Cornell Phillip.
Well, I don't really know much about the old school. I started in CK, CK is my favorite band. You got Delhi, Nai, and them.
Okay, so Delhi.
Yeah. There I start, down with the CK.
Tell me the first thing that comes to mind when you hear Delhi.
Delhi is a real street man like me, That's why I like him. Yeah,
okay.
He's singing real.
Little man.
Right, I don't know much about them, but he has played the keyboard good. Yeah. Yeah, they are the old school running before.
Shelly.
Respect Shelly. Yeah. Like one of my Shelly make me fall in love with Signal Band now.
Okay. Yeah. And what is one thing about Dominica you would say that influences the music that you put out? Or if you had to use one, let's say one slang from Dominica and you had to put that slang in a song, what slang would it be?
Well, already, I don't even know what
Don't
that
say
slang.
that is it.
Our,
Everybody's saying that.
Rev up. Rev up.
Tell me a little bit about that slang.
That slang means everybody just free up, get wild, enjoy this and rev up. Yeah, we jump in free up. We don't worry about nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you say that the cultural and traditional elements of Dominica, like stuff like the Lapo Cabwit and stuff, does that influence your style of music at all? Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you were to encourage somebody to come to Dominica to experience Dominica, not on a nature side of things, but on a musical side of things, what would you say to them to entice them to come to Dominica just for the musical experience?
Well, really, Dominica have the best music in the world now. Number one, you must shake your foot. Even though it's a little too, it must shake when you hear Bouyon music. You come down for the carnival and enjoy it. You must enjoy it. You can never regret.
Okay, so tell me, Carnival Monday and Tuesday, Juve or Creole Festival, which one do you think bring out the most energy when it comes to Bouyon? And which one bring out the most energy in Freddy?
Well,
Carnival, Juve or Creole Festival? Carnival Monday and Tuesday, Juve, Juve have a life of its own.
Yeah.
Or Creole Festival?
I would say Carnival Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Bouyon is evolving. Even you just spoke about how, someone else has been doing so many amazing things to push the Bouyon forward. Where do you see the genre going in the next 5 years?
It's reaching the sky everywhere where I see it, we just know.
And how do you see yourself contributing to the Bouyon, reaching on that massive scale?
Well, I don't stop in a real thing. I have songs there. I maybe have around 10 songs that they really said. And see me, growing. As a humble, I take my time, I in a rush.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't stop it.
And what do you think is one of the most important things that you and the other artists on the scene now need to be doing to make the Bouyon more global?
Well, you have to stay humble, make good music, some clean music by sticking to my nasty. Everybody can make the same. Everybody make the same music, do some boring. So it must have a different type. Yeah, just make good music and continue making music. Not just make one song a year or 2 songs a year and believe you will be up there. Even if you always make them hear your voice.
Yeah.
It can be good, it can be bad, they wouldn't like it, but just continue.
So now that you touched a little bit about on your style of music, and we know that you are one of the artists that are heavily associated with nasty business, and people put your type of music and Guara G Tricks and everybody, like they categorize you guys as nasty business, and there's been a lot of criticism. How have you been able to overcome that and still keep pushing and putting out new music that your fans can relate to and enjoy on a consistent basis? Because as we can see, it is actually the nasty business that get the Bouyon being talked about all over the Caribbean.
It's that put the Bouyon outside there. Yeah, nasty business. No, I don't really worry with people. What they say that wasn't really doing me nothing. I listened to nothing to hold me back. Yeah, I just keep on doing my music. Make good song, make bad song, and I don't have nothing.
Okay. And do you have any new projects that you're working on right now that we can look forward to?
I have too much.
Too many things to come out.
I have too much. Yeah.
So any big collaborations in the works?
Not really big. With the crew I've got G-Tricks, Bevo, DJ Taffy. Also self, man.
Okay, so
I like to mix myself with different people.
So tell me, I'm gonna take a little controversial slant here, because we were just talking about someone else and how major it is, and it's making waves and doing things that Bouyon has never done in Trinidad. And we just saw that Trilogy had entered into the Soca Monarch competition over there, and then he decided to pull out. What is your take on that entire situation?
I don't say too much about that because
but I want you to say something. You don't have to say too much, but say something.
Because that's my business. But what I see on like you see me, I doesn't mix myself with people I know, and I don't in my team.
Yeah.
So that will never happen to me. Yeah. So like Tricks, Guada G, Kwan, all of us is one group. So that you just see when you have 2 different sets of people in a thing, 2 different sets of people want to control, whatever. That doesn't always happen. That happen in there. Yeah.
Okay. And what advice would you give to somebody who looking up to people like you and Tricks and Guada G? A lot of people look at you guys as just young fellas that just on the block, but now you're doing something. What would you say to young people who look up to you and would probably want to follow in your footsteps and get into music?
Young people, go to school and learn. I know that's a good rule. Don't look up to me. See, I'll never advise somebody to sing what I sing in anything there. I don't I don't advise nobody to sing what I sing, but if you want to do music, do good music. You have nice, good role model like Shelly, Trilogy that singing good songs. Best you follow them man instead and sing good music. If you want to choose my path, that is you, but I don't advise you to choose my path. That is it.
And where do you see yourself when it comes to Bouyon in the next 5 years? Do you see yourself still being an artist and singing, or would you just move out of the limelight?
Well, it's music I do, I do music is my job.
Okay. No, but I have to ask because you say, you're just doing it just to do it. So I want to know if you're going to take it serious, if we're still going to be hearing some Freddy tracks in 5 years.
I take it serious now, but that is my job. I don't work in music alone, I do it 24/7.
Okay.
Every day studio. Yeah.
And if fans want to keep up to date with Freddy and to hear about your latest releases, how can they do that? What's your social media
You
handle?
know, already contact me, Ready for Freddy on Instagram, TikTok, Ready for Freddy again. Yeah, 4 number 4. Yeah.
Ready for Freddy. Some people that say ready like Freddy, but
Yeah.
he's Freddy already, so you have to be ready for Freddy.
Yeah, not like.
But Freddy, is there anything that you would like to say to your fans?
Well, like you tell them, yeah, I thank them for the support. Yeah, plenty of fans outside there, you know, them not really caring. I thank them for always following me. They always pressure me to, yeah, when I release a new song, they like my style. Plenty of people say I have a different style, a different flow, and I miss I do see that too. But enough people say me I have a different style and they like it and just keep on making the music. I wouldn't fail all you, I don't stop it.
All right. We love to hear that. We love to hear that you're not stopping and you actually going to, you know, get into the business of the music and not just take it like as a I just doing that just because it's there to do. And I just want to touch a mic, just to touch a mic. But you know, we're going to keep pushing the music, putting good music out there, and you know, and growing that fan base, and you know, then seeing Freddy, you know, traveling to perform all over the globe. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that hear my music and they don't know me, you know, because I'm a man. I'm really a social media man.
You're very low key.
Yeah. There are people that be talking about me in the mix and they don't know it's me out there.
Oh,
and I like it like that.
So you like Kwan. I asked Kwan if he could have one superpower, what would it be? He said he would make himself invisible.
Yeah.
So I guess you on the same page.
Yeah, I like it like that.
Well, guys, this has been Freddy. Freddy, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me and, you know, give us a little peep into your style and, you know, what brought you into the music scene. Guys, be sure to leave a like, a comment, share this video with somebody who you think would enjoy it. I will leave Freddy's socials in the description, and I will catch you next week for another episode of Parlé with Cranberry. Until next time, bye.
That is it, right?